Hi everyone, I am here with a sewing machine that I've created for a swap in the Loaded Envelope Galore and More Facebook group. So this is what I have come up with, and I'm really happy with how it came out. And I used Prima's Fruit Paradise collection, this one right here. And it was one that I wasn't sure, I didn't think I would be getting it because I didn't think I would really care for it. But it was really, really pretty in person, so, you know, I had to get some. So, I'm trying to use my new paper collections instead of hoarding them. So, I've had it for a few months, but I finally cut into it, and I'm really happy with how the project came out. And I used the paper that was, you know, as you can see, the really pale green with really pretty, like, dogwood-looking flowers to me. Move my light here so we can see, and try to get a good view. But on the top, I used some Prima flowers and Recollection flowers, a doily from NSK. I took some fabric as well and some cheesecloth, and I had a vintage spool that I just wrapped some seam binding around, and I used a real bobbin and did put thread on it. I just thought it looked really neat tucked in there, and a thimble. I found the thimble once I had started working on the top and had glued everything down, so I just kind of put it in the back, but you can still see it from the front. But if I would have saw it, you know, earlier, I probably would have put it there. But I really like how that looks, and I was really happy with how this cluster came out. And I just cut these out on my Cricut and pop dotted it so to have some dimension, and did another flower cluster here. And I did sew and gather some fabric and put there with some more cheesecloth and some more NSK lace. And let's see here. These boxes do pull out. Oh, it's a little snug. Well, it's caught. There we go. And I have some buttons and wood veneer pieces in there. And I put in a vintage, I think this is a vintage spool. Have another box down here and get a hold of it, and then I just put some lace and some different pearl trim in there. So there's the front, and I did put some lace on the back. And we were also to create a tag, so I did this one, and this image is from Cricut as well as the scallop in the back, and I cut the oval out, and some more flowers, and then I cut these out, I think mostly on my silhouette, but the sewing machine was from Cricut. But I'll pull this in really close so you can see my silhouette. I seem to be able to cut smaller, finer images, so the needles were cut on my silhouette as well as the scissors and the little stick pin cushion. But you can see how small it cuts. I don't know if it's where the mat in silhouette is more flexible than the Cricut mats, and then where I can kind of bend it backwards and it'll pop off. So I don't know if it's that or just the machine will cut a little bit finer. In the silhouette, it's easier to control the pressure and the speed of your cuts than in Cricut. So there's just things I like about each machine. It depends on what I'm cutting out, which one I like. And then I cut these little doilies out probably 3 times and glued them together so they would be stiff. And then there's a little sewing machine, and I put some little trim that I'd got in a swap and a little flower. So I was really happy with how all of these came out, and love to hear your comments and tell me what you think. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.